Alright guys, this is it. This is the last video, the latest videos for Isometric Views, man. We pull this one off, we are good to go. Some of the things is a jog back. We're gonna draw this same view over here by itself. So we're gonna run all this back one time in this video here. So you can see all this done from start to finish and finish to start. Again, man, all you need is a ruler, straight edge, and just a ruler, really. Straight edge helps you out. I always say definitely get a architect's ruler, help you out. If you need to check your angles time to time, you can use this. Get your 30-degree angles. Make sure you're on a 30, 45-degree angle, whatever you're gonna do. But you don't need absolutely don't need a protractor to help do this. Just a ruler, and that's it. And that's all you need. So, given that, let's go ahead and start and finish this thing out. In the regular video, you saw that again. This piece matches this piece back here. This piece matches this bottom piece right here. This corner piece matches this corner piece here. And then this here again is these pieces here, and so on and so on. The top is the top. Again, that's how we use Grid to draw out our actual 3D box by using these connections. So just connecting, starting at a point, and then I'll walk around the whole entire front view, walk around the right view, and then so on. And once you get the right view, front view done, pretty much everything is self-explanatory at this point. And then you start doing benchmarks to set it all up. So, all right, moving down here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start from start to finish by laying all this out using the definitions we already been using: the depth, the right view, top view, front view. And just to show you where we at, we're pretty much drawing out, finishing this out without having nothing in there, just the bare minimum. So we left all this stuff in to show you where we're at, but this part I just want to show you what it looks like just by itself, how clean and neat it is once you erase all the lines you don't need. All right, here we go. So given already, we know we got to come up an inch. We're gonna come up an inch, and again, I'm using my architectural ruler to do such. And so just come up an inch. This is by scale. So our scale is a half an inch equals quarter inch equals a half an inch. So I'll come up an inch. I'll come up an inch. Come up an inch. And you connect those lines. Well, from here to here, we know this is an inch. So I'm not even going to draw the whole box. I'm not going to draw the whole box at this point. I'm just going to get straight into the box. You know what? I'm going to draw the whole box. This is it. Let me go. All right. Let me not cut corners. So we established this, but I'm going to go ahead and draw the overall box itself. So let's go ahead and go up 3 inches. Just go up 3 inches. So again, half an inch, inch and a half, 2. Wait, hold up. Half an inch, that's 1 inch, inch and a half, 2. Am I telling you right? 2.5. Nice, checking myself out. Okay, here we go. Half an inch, inch and a half, 2, 2.5, 3. That's an inch and a half, 2, 2.5. That's an inch and a half, 2, 2.5, 3. Half an inch, inch and a half, 2, 2.5, 3. And we're just going to connect the boxes like we've always been doing. Again, we're gonna erase all these lines out of here, so just give you the diagram itself, but let's put them all in there right now, because everything left is up here, so you can get rid of stuff you don't need. All right, so now we know this is an inch. Let's draw this line across. It's our benchmarks for an inch. And then we know we got to get this going this way, but again, we got to come over this same way we came over here, which is this right here. 1, 2, 3. Come down here. 1, 2, 3, which is an inch and a half. And again, the more you get familiar with this stuff, like you saw me, I was literally went right into drawing the actual design itself without using the benchmarks. You can do that, but again, you will find yourself, sometimes you'll fall back and realize that, oh man, I'm lost somewhere. But if you leave those benchmarks in until it gets to the end, then it start racing, then you'll be better off. But that's what happens when you start doing this for a long period of time. So let's do this. Box, so we know we're gonna come in and come down roughly right here, because this line gonna come through here to catch this box. Like so. So a lot of stuff is not said because again, you can catch it from the previous videos. Let's make this video short. We're not gonna go in too deep into it. But again, we gotta extend this. Okay, so we know we have this now. Now we're trying to establish this inch mark here. So we gotta come down an inch, come over an inch, to get this line down here. And you're going to extend that line up. So you run those lines long so it can help you catch the next line out. And these benchmarks up, see? So if you run them too short, then you're like, wow, man, how did I get the back line? Well, that back line starts off of a benchmark and they all coincide with each other. So that's why I can tell you guys run them long, because you can catch it. You can run off that line, you can measure up that line an inch to get this back line here. And again, once we come off this, we can catch it. Once we come out our inch this way, we can catch our front edge to get the back. So I'm just again skipping steps. But again, this is like, again, you can go any way you want to go with this. But I always say, just finish out exactly what you were starting with. Stay consistent. So let me just, when I was on this, I'm going to finish this out since I already started here. I'm going to come up. Inch mark right there. That's my back mark for this right here. So let me go and connect that line since I'm over there. Extend that line out a little bit. Now I'm gonna come in the front and do the same. Come over the inch. Given my scale is a 1/4 inch equals a 1/2 inch, so every 1/4 inch mark I go, it's gonna give me that 1/2 inch I need. I establish that line here. Now I can connect this line to this line in the back. So right now it's like, look, I gotta zoom out. I'm trying to give you guys zoom in, but I gotta stay within the camera. So anything, I just pretty much I'm laying out this same thing. So we're just laying out the same thing. I know I'm just zooming in and zooming out. So I just laid out this. I'm going to get rid of some lines now to kind of clear up some things for you. You're not going to need this anymore. All right, we got this front established. All right, this all goes away. We got our top established. This all goes away, but we need to get this back here. So we got to come down an inch to get this line. Well, first of all, we got to come down 1.5 inches to get this line here. Then we come down 1 inch here. We'll click this line here, and we'll go up 1 inch to get this line here. That's why I say you got to stay in sequence. I just showed you exactly what happens if you don't follow the steps. Then you start doing your own thing, you get lost, but then you got to go back and backtrack to catch up what you didn't catch. So this is a good indication to show you what happens if you don't stay within the sequence of the steps I've mentioned to you in the early videos. So then come down 1.5 inches because we know that's how long this box is. This is right here. That's why I said don't jump around, because when you start jumping around is when you get lost. And you didn't leave cookie crumbs to go back. So we at this point now, and we need to get this point in the back to connect this down to and that across. So what we're going to do is come down 1 inch and then connect this to this. Why go 1 inch? Because our depth is 1 inch. I'm going to create that imaginary line. Punch your pencil there to help you out. Light line going down. I call it hidden line at this point. That's going to be a solid line because this line right here is going to go away, but we're trying to get this line in the back. So then we're going to measure up on that line 1 inch. I'm going to get familiar with this. Okay, there we go. Measure up that line 1 inch. That's a little tick mark right there. And that line, the little tick mark, is going to give you this line going across here. You'll connect this point to this point there. But this is what happens when you don't clear up lines, when you just don't need them any longer. You start getting confusing at the point. So this is a good video again to show you guys what the do's and don'ts. So go ahead and clean up. Start getting rid of stuff you don't need at this point. But this is and also another thing too, when you building homes, right? And a lot of folks they wonder how all these windows and doors line up. It's called transferring the line down, right? So we literally went like this. Let me zoom up. We literally took every line and stacked down. This is just like you doing laying out a building. If you laying out windows and doors, you create a benchmark, your starting point. I literally took my ruler or my level, and I level down from each point. I can do that, and I should be lined up all the way down, straight line. It's the same thing in construction. So if you laying out windows, you find your center point, you do your outs, right? And this is your established one. And every unit is the same. So you just go from center, out, and then lay it down, plumb it down to each window, and you get the same layout throughout everything. So drawing as a, just kind of understand, man, drawing is a compound thing. If you really take it that level, you can take it there, and it's making those connections. So I realize I can connect real life situations with my students and people in general, clients, by showing them how to do these simple drawings. So we all on the same page. And that's how quickly it is. That's how quick you become and accurate you become. So now you can erase the lines and then reconnect lines if you need to. Give them a clear picture. You don't need the benchmarks anymore. Real soon we're gonna do all that and clean it up real nice. Take a marker and just clean it up real nice. And this is how it all started. You didn't even know you was doing it, but you did it. And this is how you take a sketch. Mathematically, you can calculate this stuff out, use it, and translate it to the actual world, and not have to sketch it. You don't sketch at this point. You just use a math you already have established by using the basic measuring tools. You did it, and you did everything without a ruler, or just with a ruler. But you have those tools, or if you do need those tools, to lay it out. And this is how I say you relate this to your client. Your client is literally 5 minutes up, and you just finished out the drawing itself. So you can walk them through every phase design of the building, or every phase of the house structure, just by doing it on paper. And then you can make all the corrections here instead of going out there and building it all and then have to tear it all down because it was an error in communication. That's why I say when you guys are drafting, you have to understand this is it. This is your final work. People come back and ask you like, "Oh, who did that for you, bro?" "Oh man, this is Auntie did it, your nephew did this," or whatever. Your work is your final work. People come back to those individuals who do good work. So this is how you take all the way and then come up with the finished product. Just like that. And it starts with this basic understanding of how to add a track a ruler and compound it to this point. And this is just get rid of all of this because I don't want to. Well, we're gonna put it back there anyway. And it's all accumulated from just doing our layout, a 30, 90, all that stuff like that. Actually, let me put this back in there. Just so you see how did you get it. And this is all it is. I'll just leave that there. And everything else you can pick up off that. And that's your 3D drawing. Let me put this in black. All right, guys, let me go and finish this thing up here. So we're just gonna outline this, and we're gonna erase what we don't need, because this is just the finished product. But once you get the concepts down, fact, it's a wrap, man. That's what I say. Like, you just have to take your time, and you got to really watch the videos over and over and pause it. This is really one of those things I had to learn in the field myself. It's just the way it is, man. You gotta like pick up things, and you'll pick up things and put things down. But I do this for you guys, so you guys can be able to literally take this to the trades and run with this, man. This is not taught out there like that at this level, and I know you guys can do it. So giving up is failure. Giving up is failure. That's failure. But failing is not failure. That's showing that you're able to try again and be better. But if you just give up, man, that's a problem. That's what failure is giving up. That's the definition of failure. That's really, because it's like you need to give yourself a chance to retry it. So, and these drawings, man, you don't give up. You just keep trying. You saw I made mistakes, but I kept at it. Because your mind is like, okay, I can see it. But your hands are moving faster than your mind. Your muscle hand and your mind is moving faster than your hands. It all started from that butterfly. And this is it, man. That's it. This is all a nutshell. You don't have to watch this one, and that's get you everything you need. That's the finished product. At this point, we just start cleaning all this up. And you'll get better. You will get better. You get stronger. You get more accurate. So I just want to show you exactly what it looked like. And my marker is kind of fat on this one too. So, anywho, but this is basically, again, man, you transfer everything down to the next one to create the final product. Is this? This is your final product. Over here. And this is the scale again. On a 30-degree angle, isometric. There you have it. 30 degrees, isometric. Choo! There you go, man. All right, so guys, reach out. You need anything, man, I'm here for you. Let's go and finish this bad boy out strong. Hit that like, subscribe button, smash button. If you like what you see, again, man, this is gonna build on this. We're gonna keep building on this to do bigger and better things. But this is the basics of all basics of isometric. We're gonna do the oblique drawings, give you an idea how to do that one, right? So that's all for. Anyway, I'm gonna get to it. We're gonna make another video for oblique drawings so you can have exactly both. I gave you different angles, different measurements. So if you ever run into a predicament where the building is kind of off, you know now how to distinguish each one of these things. If I gave it to you all even, you're like, okay, I know how to do it even, but you run into obstacles, right? But if you're able to do this, man, you can take this to apply this to your life. You'll be A-okay. You guys will be A-okay. All right, so that's it, guys. Love you guys. Stay touch. Hit that like button, smash button, subscribe, and look out for the next one. Chee-hoo.